Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Active Listening. It's Alyssa here, and I am so excited to dive into today's topic with you. It's something that can truly transform how you learn and use English. We're going to talk all about improving your English skills by thinking in English. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Alyssa, that sounds so difficult. I'm still learning. How can I possibly think in a language I'm not fluent in yet? And that's a perfectly normal feeling. In fact, it's the exact thought process we need to break free from. Many of us, when we're learning a new language, get stuck in this cycle. We hear a sentence in English. We translate it word for word into our native language. We think about the response in our native language. And then we translate that response back into English before we speak. It's like our brain is running a full-time translation service. And it's exhausting, slow, and it often leads to awkward sentences. This process creates a bottleneck, a wall between you and real fluency. But what if we could bypass that? What if we could train our brains to go directly from thought to English? No translation required. Just pure, direct communication. That's the power of thinking in English. And it's not as impossible as it sounds. It's a skill. And like any skill, it can be developed with practice. So why is this so important? Why is thinking in English the key that unlocks fluency? Well, first, it dramatically increases your speed. When you stop translating, you can respond much faster. Conversations become smoother, more natural. You'll find yourself able to keep up with native speakers and participate more fully. Second, it improves your grammar and vocabulary. When you think directly in English, you start to naturally form sentences the way a native speaker would. You'll begin to notice the natural rhythm and structure of the language, rather than just the rules you memorized. Third, it deepens your understanding. Thinking in English helps you connect words and concepts directly to their meanings, not just to their translations. This makes the language feel more real and intuitive. And the best part, you can start doing this right now. No matter what your current level is. It's a mental exercise you can do anytime, anywhere. So let's get into some practical ways to start. We're going to start with the simplest step possible, something you're already doing. Step 1, start with simple, silent narration. This is all about becoming the narrator of your own life. But in English, the key here is to start small and simple. Don't try to write a whole novel in your head. Just narrate your immediate actions and observations. For example, right now, as I'm sitting here recording this for you, I might be thinking to myself, I'm sitting at my desk. I am looking at my microphone. My computer is on. I am speaking into the mic. I need to take a sip of water. See how simple that is. It's just a play-by-play of what's happening. You're not worrying about complex grammar or advanced vocabulary. You're just connecting simple actions with simple English words. Let's try it. Right now, as you're listening to me, what are you doing? Mentally, say it out loud, or just think it. I am listening to Alyssa. I am sitting on a chair. I am holding my phone. Or maybe, I am walking the dog. The dog is sniffing the grass. Or I am making a cup of tea. This is your first exercise. For the next few minutes, just silently narrate your actions. Try to do this several times a day when you're washing the dishes, when you're commuting to work, when you're getting ready for bed. It's a low-pressure way to get your brain used to the idea of English as a language for thought. Step 2, label everything around you. Our world is full of objects, and each one has a name. This is a fantastic way to build your vocabulary and connect words directly to objects, without any translation. Look around you right now. What do you see? I'm looking at my desk, and I see a laptop, a mouse, a coffee mug, a notebook, a pen. I see a window and a plant. Just like that. Just name the objects you see. Don't just do it once. Do it every time you enter a new room. When you're in the kitchen, fridge, microwave, sink, stove. When you're in the park, tree, bench, sidewalk, bird. This simple act strengthens the link between the object and its English name. It bypasses the need to think, oh, that's a cuchara. What's the English word for that? Oh yeah, spoon. Instead, your brain just sees the object and thinks spoon directly. Now, let's take this a step further. For the next minute, look around you and try to name at least 5 objects in the room. Silently say their English names. Then, for each object, try to add one simple descriptive word. For example, if you see a mug, don't just say mug, say blue mug. Or coffee mug. If you see a chair, say wooden chair or comfortable chair. This adds another layer of complexity without making it too difficult. It starts to get your brain used to forming mini phrases in English. Step 3, internal monologue and decision making. As your confidence grows with the simple narration, you can start to have more complex thoughts. This is where you begin to use English for internal monologues and for making everyday decisions. Think about the little things you have to decide throughout the day. For example, when you're choosing what to wear, instead of thinking in your native language, try thinking in English. Should I wear the blue shirt or the white one? The blue one is clean. The white one is a little wrinkled. I'll wear the blue shirt. Or when you're at the grocery store. Do I need milk? Let me check the list. Yes, I need milk and bread. I should get some apples too. They look fresh. This is so powerful because it forces you to use English for a real-life purpose. It's not just a drill. It's how you're navigating your day. Let's try one together. Imagine you're planning your dinner tonight. For the next 30 seconds, think through your dinner plans in English. What will you make? What ingredients do you need? If you don't know the exact English words, that's okay. Just use what you know. You could think something like, I want to make a simple dinner. I think I'll make pasta. I have pasta at home. I need to buy tomatoes and onions. I should also get some garlic. Don't worry if it's not perfect. The goal is to get your brain working in English, not to create a perfect essay. The mistakes you make in your head are private and harmless. They're just practice. Step 4, use English for your emotions and feelings. This might feel a little more personal, but it's an important step toward truly owning the language. Our emotions are a fundamental part of our human experience, and connecting them to English words makes the language feel more authentic to you. When you feel happy about something, think, I'm so happy today. The sun is shining. This music is great. When you feel tired, think, I'm so tired. I need some sleep. I should get a coffee. By doing this, you're building a direct emotional link to the English language. You're not just thinking of words. You're thinking of feelings. Take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling right now? Try to think about it in English. You could think, I'm feeling good. I'm focused on what Alyssa is saying. I am learning something new. Or, I feel a little sleepy. But this is interesting. Just a few simple phrases to describe your current emotional state. And just like that, you're using English in a deeply personal way. Step 5. Practice by thinking in dialogue. Once you're comfortable with the monologue, it's time to add a second person to the conversation. You can imagine conversations you've had with someone, or conversations you're going to have. Think about a conversation you had with a friend earlier today. Mentally replay the conversation, but this time, try to use English. Don't worry about getting it exactly right. Just focus on the general flow. My friend said, "What are you doing later?" And I said, "I'm not sure. Maybe just relax at home." And then she said, "Okay, maybe we can get coffee tomorrow?" I said, "Yeah, that sounds good." This is a fantastic way to practice conversational English without the pressure of a real-time conversation. You can slow down, think about the right words, and practice different ways of saying things. Imagine you're going to order coffee at a cafe later. Mentally rehearse that conversation. What will the barista say? What can I get for you? What will you say? I'd like a small coffee, please. What might they ask next? Anything else? What will you say? No, that's all, thank you. This simple rehearsal helps you prepare for real-life situations and builds your confidence. Step 6. Use technology to your advantage. In today's world, we have so many tools at our fingertips to help with this. Change the language on your phone, your computer, your social media. This immerses you in English in a way that feels natural and constant. You'll start to see English words for common actions like send, save, edit, and delete all the time. And your brain will connect those actions directly to the words. Another thing you can do is use your voice assistant, like Siri or Google Assistant. Talk to it in English. Ask it simple questions like, "What's the weather like today?" Or set a timer for 10 minutes. This forces you to speak and listen in English and get real-time feedback. Take a moment right now. And if you feel comfortable, use your voice assistant to ask a simple question in English. Ask it the time, or to play a song, or to tell you a joke. It's a quick, easy, and fun way to practice speaking and listening. Step 7. The what if game. This is a more advanced technique, but it's incredibly effective for building your creative thinking in English. Ask yourself what if questions throughout the day and answer them in your head. What if I won the lottery? What would I do with the money? I would buy a house for my family. I would travel to Italy. I would help my friends. What if I could have any superpower? I would choose to fly. I would fly to the beach every day. This kind of free-form thinking forces your brain to generate new sentences and ideas in English. It's not just about reacting to the world around you. It's about creating your own world in English. For the next 30 seconds, think about a simple what if question and answer it in English. What if I could eat any food right now? What would it be? Just let your mind wander. I would eat a big pizza with extra cheese and maybe some ice cream for dessert. The point is not the answer. The point is the process of thinking through the question in English. Step 8. Be patient and be kind to yourself. This is the most important step of all. Learning to think in a new language doesn't happen overnight. There will be days when it feels easy, and days when it feels like a struggle. You'll find yourself reverting back to your native language, and that's okay. Just notice it and gently guide your mind back to English. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to make progress, a little bit every day. Thinking in English is a muscle you have to train. And just like any muscle, it will get stronger with consistent practice. Remember to celebrate the small victories. The first time you catch yourself thinking a complete sentence in English without translating, that's a win. The first time you instinctively label an object with its English name, that's a win. Every little step forward is a step toward fluency. So let's recap the journey we've just discussed. We started with simple narration of our actions. Then we labeled everything around us to build vocabulary. We moved on to internal monologues for daily decisions and connected our emotions to the language. We practiced thinking in dialogue to prepare for conversations. We used technology to our advantage. And we played the what-if game to boost our creativity. And most importantly, we're going to be patient and kind to ourselves throughout this process. Now, it's your turn. I want you to pick just one of these steps. Just one, and try it out today. Maybe you'll just narrate your next task, or maybe you'll label a few objects in your room. Whatever it is, take that first small step and start your journey toward thinking in English. Thank you so much for joining me today on English Active Listening. I'm so proud of all the hard work you're putting in, and I can't wait to see the progress you make. Until next time, keep listening and keep thinking in English. Bye for now.